And we're back for another round of Final Fantasy VII OG, heavily modded. We left off at the Shinra Building just outside. There've been no change in the mods. I think they're in a pretty stable state. Just gonna go right in and pick up where we left off. And by going, I mean take the back route, of course, because you can't not go this way for the memes.
Yo, you really gonna take the stairs?
It's the only way. We have to get Aerith back in one piece.
I mean, I know we gotta watch out, but this is...
Ugh, stop complaining. I'm going.
Tifa, wait for me.
Whew, that's 4 times now. Hey, wanna make 20 gil? All you gotta do is walk up those stairs.
Not interested.
Fine, I'll just go get a burrito then.
That embassy is obviously not in the OG. It's one of the mod thing that did that. Oops.
Don't know. Why the hell? We gonna kill ourselves.
Because I don't want any trouble until we've saved Aerith. Although, I don't think that's very likely. What is it? You're giving me the creeps.
So there's times when even you're fighting for other people. Guess I got you all wrong.
I'm not interested in what you think about me.
I'm just saying, sorry for before, you know?
Now you're at it? What gives?
How much further do these stairs go on for?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
It can't keep going on forever like this, can it?
Of course it can't.
Yeah, that was stupid. Are we there yet?
Doesn't look like it.
There yet?
Not yet.
Yo!
I said not yet! Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet!
The stairs are a classic.
I've had enough. I'm going back.
You're gonna go back down all those stairs we just climbed. Come on, Barrett. Pull it together.
Don't matter what you say. I'm still only flesh and blood. Except for this right arm of mine. It's not like I have any special ex-soldier powers.
I'm human too, you know? That's it. I'm leaving you behind. Huh? Ah! Barrett, stop looking! I don't want to go first anymore.
You crazy? I didn't look anywhere.
If you say so. And you can get in front of me too.
I don't remember that from the OG. That feels like some extra mod stuff.
Hey, what floor are we on?
I stopped counting ages ago.
Why did they have to build this place so damn big? Shinra, they just no damn good. Ooh. Man, I'm beat. Ooh. I'm so sorry, Marlene. I know you were hoping to see Daddy again someday.
Hey, stop tempting fate. Just a little more. Only a little more. I hope.
We finally made it. Don't want to see any more stairs for the rest of my life.
Well, we've got this far. Now comes the hard part. We have to keep this up.
And 59th floor. The stair sequence is pretty similar in Remake. They pretty much captured the original vibe of it and the humor of it. You know, they wanted to make sure to capture that original scene in the remake because obviously it was good in the original.
Yo, Cloud, we went through all that and you're thinking about going back down to the first floor?
Of course not.
Right. Let's move it.
Eliminate the intruders!
Hey, this is a...
Yeah, I saw it, Artemis. I was like, yeah, whatever. I've been an affiliate for years. That's not an accomplishment.
I hope Aerith's alright.
This is it. Don't let your guard down.
Right away, sir.
Look at all those damn guards running around. Cloud, go on ahead and give us a signal. We'll follow.
Ah, yes.
Wait for the soldiers to let their guard down, then give the signal to the others using...
That's how it's done. We're gonna rock.
Don't forget we're here to save Aerith.
Hell, I know that.
Mods sure have come a long way. You'd think this was an actual official remaster of the game or something.
Who the heck are you? What are you doing here? Aerith? Well, if you hear about her, then Aerith is the girl working at reception, right? And you're here to let me know that I have competition. Is that it? What? I've got it all wrong? Well, let's just pretend this conversation never happened, okay?
I've not seen you before. Just been assigned here? Well, don't you worry. I'll explain things. Come on, what's with the face? I was only going to tell you about the floors above. The executives use a lot of the floors from the 60th onwards. You don't have a chance of reaching them without a key card. With a card, you can use the stairs and elevators freely. To use an elevator, all you need to do is press OK in front of the doors and voila! It will open after making. Remember, there are different types of cards. For example, security.
I don't need a tutorial. But there'd actually be some flavor in there. That was just pure tutorial.
He's late. And he forgot his keycard? Even employees can't access floors above 59 without one.
Thought I heard some commotion downstairs a minute ago. Wonder what happened.
No idea. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The building's secure from the 60th floor on.
He's late. Even employees.
Who the heck are you? What? Aha, I get it. You're from that group, aren't you? The one everyone's been talking about. Shinra Company Repairs. Oh, this building's showing its age. Take this floor. The door's stuck wide open. Please fix it ASAP. Oh, and while you're at it, have a look at the other floors too. Here, you'll need this.
I missed it at first because the mod changed the dialogue. Yeah, because it used to be able to say, I'm the janitor. And when I didn't see that, I didn't think to choose it. But the mod tries to be more correctness to Japanese localization, but it also took liberties with some changes too, so I'm not sure what our fix is to the bad English translation or what are mod liberties. It's hard to say. No, 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 cat. Stay over there. I got too much on this desk right now. You'll knock it all over. Good kitty. That's in the wrong section. Okay, so... Alright, yep. No! 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 Okay. Let's go in this one. Let's see here. Weaponry. Okay. I already know which one's out of place, but... This one. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. That should be enough intel.
Oh, how do you do? This is the office of the Mayor of Midgar. Mayor Domino is inside. Incidentally, I am the Mayor's assistant. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to run them by me.
An interesting fact to these two. Obviously, Mayor Domino is a play on Domino's Pizza because he's the mayor of a pizza-shaped city. But the heart here is actually a localization misunderstanding. He's supposed to be Hut, and he's supposed to be a play on Pizza Hut, the mayor's assistant. But people don't catch that part because his name's mistranslated to Heart.
Hmm? Oh, who might you be? You all must be those... Me? I'm Domino, the mayor of Midgar. Actually, I'm mayor in name only. The city and everything in it is really run by Shinra Inc. My only real job is watching over Shinra's documents. Me, the man, a librarian. Now, you want to get upstairs? I'll tell you what, you can guess the password. I'll give you my keycard. Yes, that's it. Guess the password, and I'll give you my keycard. Get it on the first try, and I'll even throw in a special item. Got it? Then tell me.
The password is... Shinra. Mako with the mayor is a blast at Mako.
Mako! God, I love the sound of that. Mako! If I had more of it, I would be a real man. Well, okay. Here, take it.
That's why I was in all the libraries reading all the books. Figure out which password it was. Because it's randomized in each playthrough.
On your first attempt, too. Just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover. A promise is a promise. Yeah. Why would I do something like this, you ask? Revenge, of course. Shinra's been torturing me forever. That's why I was a little rough on you just now. Now go up there and really make them suffer.
And if you don't know how to solve it yourself, you could pay Hart with a bribe, and he tells you how to do it. It's basically, each of these libraries has one book out of 6 that's out of place. And then you take the book number and count that many letters into the book title, and you get the letter for the password. You collect all 4 letters, and then that's the password. Spaces count as characters, though, so you have to be careful. This one's a bonus floor, just for loot. It might actually be easier because of the widescreen mod. In the 4x3 version, you had far less viewable area.
An air duct. It doesn't look like I can crawl in from this end.
I'll activate the puzzle. Where is it? I can just click on the control panel. It lets me start the puzzle. Come on. Let me at it. There we go.
Verifying keycard. Rank B. Employee confirmed. You are permitted to open up to 3 doors on this floor. Attention. If you receive a coupon, remember to exchange it for an item. Warning. Looking into ventilation shafts is dangerous. Please refrain from doing so.
Now let's get a look at it. It's been quite a few years, so we gotta remember. Let's see here. That's not it. Air duct in that room, which takes you over to that room. Oh, you're going down now, Missy? Good. You can get more comfortable again. Ugh. Oh, that's better. Anyways. Let's see. I gotta remember where the other air duct is. Then I'll know which door is open. Okay, it's right there. I can't see far enough over. Okay. It might take me a couple tries because I don't actually remember this. I vaguely want to say...
An air duct.
This doesn't seem right. Why did it dump me in the same room?
An air duct.
Oh, that's... okay. I forgot you could enter from down there, too. That's why the puzzle didn't make sense to me. Okay. I gotta reset it.
All records send the all clear. Complete. You are permitted.
An air duct.
Oh, I can't crawl in from this side. Well, then I don't know the answer to this puzzle. I forgot it. I need to be able to open one door there. So to get to that room, only opening 2 doors. How do I get there opening only 2 doors? Unless 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't work either. I need to get 2. All the rooms have treasures. There's 3 of them. This used to be so easy, but I know my IQ is 30 lower than it was when I was in high school. I am in the middle is what's making it hard, because I can't think of any path that doesn't use 4 doors. Obviously, the room on the right, you use the air duct to get to it. I mean, I have to open this one. Then I have to open this one.
Better not. An air duct.
Yeah, I see it now. I swore I counted 3 doors on this path too.
An air duct. Coupon exchange.
You can exchange your coupons for items. The items available are coupon A.
I didn't used to be, but I am now.
Coupon B. 4 slots. Coupon, please note. Will you coupon exchange?
Well, I don't know. I was just looking at it, and I path going the path I just did, and I somehow managed to miscount the doors. When I was in high school, I had an IQ of like 140, but my recent tests has dropped down to 110. Cognitive decline is in my family, after all. I'll probably end up with dementia too, like my mother has. It doesn't surprise me at all that my IQ tests are a lot lower than they were when I was younger. It is what it is.
If you get tired, you should rest up in the other room.
They had this mod, like all the like main character voice acting is like studio quality, but a lot of the side NPCs, they had basically people could submit audio to the project for it, so that's why there's such a vast difference in mic quality with these random NPCs.
Lately I'm a bit self-conscious about this belly of mine.
I handle the building's security, so I have to keep up my strength.
I wish I didn't have to turn all my fans down to have the green screen up. It makes me suffer in this room.
You must be visitors. Feel free to use any machine that's available.
But the mic quality is also bad in some areas just because they have the reverb too high. Like the mod inserts reverb in so many rooms that don't need it.
A rest area. Move on.
Please, let me get some sleep.
Can't use the vending machine. I've learned recently to save frequently because the mod is prone to crashing from time to time. Last stream I had to redo like 30 minutes because of a crash. Okay, I think I can open like 3 of the lockers. It's fickle though, like the hitbox, each locker.
What's this? We don't need that.
What is that? Hold on, where is it? There. There is a feature in the OG game to see your character behind walls, like with an arrow. But your character is always in the center of the screen, so I don't need an arrow to tell me where the center of the screen is. I mean, except when you're near the edge of the screen, you're obviously not in the center anymore. But, yeah. I guess for stream I'll leave the arrows on. I don't need them.
model of Midgar. The city that feeds off of Mako energy.
This puzzle is kind of pointless, and I was glad they removed it in Remake. This was pure filler through and through.
The model's in. Sounds like something open.
It's like, okay, here's a floor where the only thing you do is move parts from treasure boxes to the model in the middle.
The model of the model. Sounds like some.
And they make it so you can only do it one at a time.
The model of Midgar. The model. Sounds like.
I actually half expected this puzzle to be in Remake, and it wasn't. Because they did have to pad Remake out with more content since they wanted to keep it Midgar only. A section that's literally only 5 hours of the game.
The models.
But they managed to pad it out with Hojo's lab instead. Which, to be honest, was just way worse than this puzzle. It's too bad the speed hack doesn't work. Not with the voice mod. I understand why it doesn't, but
The model's incomplete.
it'd be useful to be able to use it
Sounds like something opened up.
when there's no dialogue. But yeah, the voice mod disables the speed mod because they can't have you playing the game in fast forward and having the audio desync. Hello, Coben Games, if I'm saying that right. I always appreciate lurkers.
Phew. I'm fed up with carrying all these files. I get to meet lots of cute men, though, at least. One of the perks of being a secretary.
Yeah, that's not, well, you can tell the game was made in the 90s, let's put it that way.
Is it me, or does the conference room stink? There's definitely a smell coming from somewhere.
Can I talk to this person? Nope.
When you're in the restroom, do you ever hear voices coming from somewhere? Like a load of whispering?
They said it's another executive meeting. I wonder if it's about the plate incident.
Can't talk to that one.
Come on, we're building the future of Mako.
Hmm. Oh, I gotta raise these up when I'm playing this. There we go, that's better.
It's filthy. It's filthy. Climb up and have a look.
Jeez, that's a lot of suits.
The damage report for Sector 7 has come in. When considering the industrial sectors that were present and the investments that we have made, the cost to our company is expected to be in the region of 10 billion gil. In addition to this, rebuilding Plate 7 is expected to cost...
We're not rebuilding.
What?
Plate 7 is being left as it is. Instead, we're reopening the Neo Midgar project.
So the ancient girl has...
The promised land will be ours in good time. Raise Mako rates 15% in all areas.
Rate hike! Rate hike! Tra-la-la!
And please include our space program in the budget!
Reeve and Scarlet will divide the revenue generated from the rate's increase.
Oh, man!
Mr. President, raising the rates further can only add to the discontent felt among our citizens.
Don't worry, the ignorant fools won't lose confidence. Far from it, in fact. They'll trust our company all the more.
After all, we're the ones who saved the people of Sector 7 from terrorists. That dirty lion.
Ah, Hojo. How is the girl?
As a specimen, she is inferior to her mother, Ifalna. I am still evaluating the difference, but for now the discrepancy is 18%.
How long will this evaluation take?
I estimate around 120 years. It's unlikely to be finished in our lifetime, or in the lifetime of the specimen for that matter. Which is why we're thinking of breeding her. That way we can create offspring with the strength to endure our research over a longer period of time.
What about the Promised Land? Won't this delay hinder our plans?
That is my conviction. In any case, the girl will be a strong mother, although she does have a few frailties.
I think that concludes our meeting.
Where's that smell coming from?
They were talking about Aerith, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
Let's follow him.
They were talking about the other ancient they captured. Obviously. Their meeting is mostly the same between that and Remake, besides the whole Wutai war thing that they added to Remake to give Wutai more relevance. And the 120 years thing was not in that Remake either because, well, it didn't need to be in there. The breeding part was in there though. Nothing in here.
Hojo.
How convenient that the brilliant scientist didn't remember to lock the door behind him.
I remember him. That Hojo guy. He's in charge of Shinra's science department. Cloud, you know him?
It's the first time I've actually seen him. So, that's who.
What's up guys, Blitz here today bringing you another update. This just in, everyone in Midgar all of a sudden has voices. Sources have been saying that the activist group Tsunamods is behind all of this. Hey you, blue-eyed, chocobo-haired, large compensating sword-wielding individual. What do you think about this?
Excuse me?
Wait, you're telling me you haven't noticed? Do you have Mako poisoning or something? What's up with your eyes?
I was a soldier.
Oh, interesting. Say, hey, who's your friend with the red gloves? She looks like she's pretty good at handling the books. And that's all the time that we have, guys. Make sure you all tune in for some more information on what's going on in Midgar, and hopefully a new update is coming soon from Tsunamods.
Yep, I knew about that self-insert, but I want to interact with it because if I'm streaming the mod, they deserve the shoutouts.
Let's see. The specimen Hojo asked me for is...
Nothing new.
Is this the specimen for today's experiment?
It is. We shall proceed right away. Raise it to the floor above. My precious specimen.
Precious specimen? Is it going to be used in biological experiments?
Genova. Genova. Sephiroth. So, they brought it here.
Cloud, pull yourself together.
Did you see it?
See what?
It's moving. Is it alive?
The hell is this headless freak? Man, that's messed up. Let's just get out of here.
Now, obviously, in the OG, the lab segment is much smaller because it didn't need to be padded out. And I'd say that's probably my only contention with Remake, is it did make Hojo's lab overly padded, like excessively overly padded. And that's probably the only thing I would have changed in Remake, to be honest. You can spend easily 2.5 hours in that lab alone, and it was nothing but a bunch of busy work nonsense. Yeah, about 30 minutes of good story, and the rest was just absolute filler. But other than that, the other stuff was mostly improvements. And obviously we don't run into Sephiroth yet. In the OG, they show you Cloud's mental deterioration, but he doesn't start seeing Sephiroth until later. The designer said for a remake they wanted to make Sephiroth a present sooner, since the game was going to end in Midgar, and they wanted the villain to be present in the first game.
Aerith! Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want? We've come to take her back with us. Outsiders?
You catch on real quick.
There are far too many frivolous things in the world to concern myself with the likes of you. Are you going to kill me? I'd advise against it. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who would operate it? Good, good. I always recommend logical thinking, especially at moments such as these. Now, bring in the specimen! What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to some endangered species. Both are on the brink of extinction. If I don't intervene, these creatures will perish.
Creatures? That's terrible! Aerith is a human being!
You're gonna pay.
Barrett, can't you do something?
Alright, step back.
Stop! What have you? No! My precious specimens!
Get him, Nanaki.
Thanks, Cloud.
What's wrong?
The elevator's moving.
This inferior creature is nothing compared to the specimen down there. A ferocious specimen indeed.
The monster below is rather strong. I'll help you with it.
It talked?
I'll talk as much as you like later, miss.
We'll take care of the monster. Keep Aerith safe. What's your name?
Hojo called me Red 13. A name that means nothing to me. You may call me whatever you wish.
Let's do it. Aerith, are you okay?
Looks like she will be now.
I have a right to choose as well. I'm not that keen on two-legged things.
What are you? Some kind of lab rat dog?
A fascinating question, and difficult to answer. I am what you see before you. I'm sure you have many questions, but I think it's best we leave here first. I'll show you the way.
Cloud, so you did come for me.
I apologize for what I did back there. It was merely an act to throw Hojo off guard.
No need to be in this building now we've saved Aerith. We're getting the hell out of here.
If the 5 of us move together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up into 2 groups.
Yeah, this one too. Can't I I guess I already screwed up the party assignment, didn't I? The translation was weird. I meant to keep Tifa and send Barrett away, but I did the opposite. Mega All will cover it. This can go. Master Magic, Master Summon. You don't need that, and you don't need that. Oh, I can change party. Never mind. Okay, then I can, Yep, that's my OG team right there. That's the team I keep. Confirm.
See you later. We'll be waiting at the elevator on the 66th floor.
Don't be late. You know where the elevator is, yes? The 66th floor.
Bugger off. I thought I fabricated more than one enemy's skill materia. I guess they only made one. Now, one change it did in the OG was that Ocho didn't pit Aerith against Nanaki. Instead, he tried to do the opposite. Instead of putting Aerith in danger to make us cooperate, he put us in danger to make Aerith cooperate. And that's a small yet significant change in the remake. And Nanaki was just minding us business in another cell. And then only got out because of all the cells malfunctioned in remake. And his hostility afterwards was not an act. And Aerith had to calm him and restore his mind to him before he was normal. And this, he was just pretending to be hostile. Oh. Camera angles are weird. Door's locked, or...
No, please don't kill me. I only did what Dr. Hojo told me to do. I'll prove it. Here, take my keycard. It'll get you as far as the 68th floor. Would I do this if I run their side?
Mm-hmm.
Where you going? Everyone's meeting up at the elevator on the 66th floor.
Then the Turks show up.
Hey, what's going on?
Would you press up, please?
Turks? Must be a trap.
This must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy it?
Shit. They got you too? Where's Aerith?
In a safe place. She's invaluable to us, the last surviving ancient.
Cetra? That girl is a survivor of the Cetra?
The Cetra, or Ancients, will teach us about the Promised Land. I'm expecting to hear great things from her.
The Promised Land? That's just a legend.
An enthralling legend. So enticing it must be pursued. The Promised Land is said to be incredibly fertile, and if the land is fertile,
then there's gotta be Mako.
Exactly. We won't even need to build any cash-craving reactors there. The abundance of Mako will flow out all on its own. That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Our company's new glory.
Keep dreaming.
Come. Surely you've realized by now, all that one requires to make a dream come true is money and power. Well, that concludes your audience.
Come on, out of his way.
Now hold it right there, and I have a shitload of things I gotta say to you, you greedy son of a bitch!
For all other inquiries, please talk to my secretary.
No, that's a significant difference that they did in Remake. In Remake, instead of even getting captured by the Turks and sent to the president, you never have that audience, you're never captured by the Turks there. Instead, you run into Sephiroth and then go through Hojo's lab minigame for like 3 hours. And they focus on that instead. And the next time you see the president, he's hanging off the balcony. So that's a pretty significant divergence in Remake.
Psst. Think we can escape? Cloud, you're so reliable.
Huh. Oh, that's how I trigger it.
I wonder how Aerith is doing.
Cloud, are you there?
Aerith, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I knew you'd come for me.
Hey, you did ask for a bodyguard.
The deal was for a date, right?
Oh, I get it.
Tifa, you're in there too?
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, Aerith, I have a question.
Yes?
Does the Promised Land actually exist?
Oh, well, I don't know. All I do know is the Cetra are born of the planet. They speak with the planet, and they unlock the planet. And then the Cetra will return to the Promised Land, a land of supreme happiness, which was granted by the planet.
What does that mean?
More than words, I don't have a clue.
Speak with the planet.
Just what does the planet say?
It's real noisy, like it's full of people. That's why I can't make out what it's saying.
Can you hear it now?
No. I've only been able to hear it at that church in the slums, and my mom once told me that hearing it clearly in Midgar isn't possible anymore. My real mom, that is. Aerith, you must leave Midgar. Then you'll be able to speak with the planet and find your Promised Land. That's what she said. Back then, I thought I wouldn't be able to hear anything by now, but...
I wonder how Red 13 is doing.
Grandpa.
Grandpa? Grandpa. Yeah.
What's so amusing?
Nothing. Yo! Aerith is an ancient. And the ancients are all really called the Cetra. The ancients know about a place called the Promised Land, which Shinra's really searching for. But the Promised Land's only mentioned in stories. We don't know if it exists or not. That right? Those jerks say the Promised Land is full of Mako energy, so if they find it, they'll suck it all up. And the land will wither away there too. The planet will get even more run down. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. Avalanche is recruiting new members. Me, Tifa, Cloud, Aerith. How about you? God, you're so damn boring.
Time for sleepy sleep. But it sort of syncs back up to remake.
When did that happen? What's going on?
Now Sephiroth actually shows up. And some of the dialogue here too was moved to Aerith's bedroom in remake after Hojo's lab. But there was more context there up until the point the plot ghosts were like, oh no, you know too much, Aerith, we need to erase your memory. Because she was about to reveal more than she did in the OG.
Tifa, wake up!
What's wrong?
Something's not right. Take a look outside.
What happened?
He should have the keys on him. Tifa, help Aerith. I'll go get Barrett and Red 13.
I'm sure he had 2 sets of keys on him.
Barrett, Red 13. Something's wrong.
Hey, how'd you get in? What the hell's going on?
This isn't the work of man. I'll check up ahead.
Leave this to me. You guys keep moving before we get caught again.
Of note, the voice actors in this did try to sync up their voices to what they knew at the time, which would have been what they knew from remake and not rebirth. So yeah, we got deep voice Red.
What the hell's going on?
Come on, let's follow Red 13.
Okay. What's my party then? As long as I got Tifa.
The Genova specimen. It's moved to the floor above. Let's use the elevator.
Genova. Did it escape?
No, they're just doing some housekeeping, Cloud. The housekeeper decided that, you know, they would kill a few dudes and then just move the specimen upstairs.
It's leading somewhere. Above?
All dead. And this is obviously a change too. He's not hanging out the balcony so Barrett can, you know, interrogate him and whatever. He's already dead. And in remake, because he was still alive and he shot Barrett, that's when the plot ghosts were like, no, you cannot have this shit. This is not the OG timeline, and resurrected Barrett. But obviously, since the president's already dead, he doesn't shoot Barrett. And Sephiroth doesn't stab him either. That's right.
Dead. The leader of Shinra's dead.
This sword is...
Sephiroth's!
You mean Sephiroth is alive?
Looks like it. Only he can wield that.
Who cares who did it? Shinra's finished.
Ah! Please, don't kill me!
What happened?
Sephiroth! Sephiroth came!
You saw him. You saw Sephiroth.
Yeah! I saw him! With my own eyes!
Really?
Would I lie at a time like this? I heard his voice, too! He said something about not letting us have the Promised Land!
What does that mean? Does the Promised Land really exist? And Sephiroth came here to save it from Shinra?
So he's a good guy then?
Save the Promised Land. A good guy? No way. It's not that simple. Believe me. Sephiroth must have some other goal.
Rufus? Shit! Forgot about him.
Who?
Vice President Rufus. The president's son.
The one small correction, the president didn't actually shoot Barrett. He was going to, but Sephiroth killed him first. And then killed Barrett. Or whatever. But the result's the same. That whole interaction deviated from the timeline, that's why the plot ghost showed up. And what's interesting here is that they say only Sephiroth can wield that sword, but Tifa picks it up and runs after Sephiroth with it in the reactor 5 years ago. Granted, she wasn't successful with it, but she did pick it up. So they never really explain how only he can wield it, when clearly someone else can grab it. I think they fixed that continuity in Remake because they don't say that at all. They don't say only Sephiroth can wield that sword, so I think even they recognized, hey, that was a continuity error. Let's not include it in Remake.
They say he's real cold-hearted.
I wonder what sort of person he is.
Even I know of him.
You already know what kind of person he is, Tifa. Only Cloud's supposed to have the memory problems.
I heard he's been assigned somewhere else for a while.
So Sephiroth is alive after all. Who are you?
Cloud. Ex-soldier, first class.
I'm from Avalanche.
Same here.
I sell flowers in the slums.
Research specimen.
What a crew. Well, I'm Rufus, president of the Shinra Company.
The old fool's still warm. Not wasting any time, are you?
True. As a courtesy, I'll let you hear the speech for my inauguration. Father controlled the world with the power of money, and that worked for him. Shinra made the people feel safe. They thought they were being protected. Work at Shinra, get your pay. Any trouble, any terrorism, and the Shinra army is there for you. On the surface, it's a perfect setup. But I do things differently. I'll control the world with fear. My father's way is far too expensive. You can control the hearts of men with a little fear. So, why waste good money on the mindless masses? Be under no illusions. I am not my father.
Well, you're no different to him when it comes to speeches, that's for sure.
Take Aerith and get out of the building.
What?
I'll explain later. Barrett, there's a crisis facing the planet.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
I'll talk about it later. Just trust me on this. I'll catch up with you after I take care of him.
All right, Cloud.
I'm worried about Cloud.
I'll wait for him. You guys get to the elevator.
It's bound to be tougher from here on. We should check our equipment.
So about Cloud and Tifa's materia. Leave it.
The first split up. Why? They remove it up. That's how I had Barrett set up. Barrett was just... She had a master summon. Master magic. Red doesn't matter that much. I should have made some more Mega All materials though. I'll do that later. So the whole Cloud vs. Rufus thing still happens, you know, in OG and Remake both. But more characters interacted with him before that happened. Guess that door is locked. I think we take this elevator. And yes, this happens. Never mind. Counterattack. Only Barrett can reach. Everything on him's fine.
Why do you want to fight me?
Because you seek Sephiroth in the Promised Land.
That's right. Did you know that Sephiroth is an ancient?
Figures. Anyway, I can't let either you or Sephiroth have the Promised Land.
I see. I guess this means we won't be friends.
And his famous puppy. AoE steal.
Guess no one gets paid well.
It didn't do a lot of damage, Cloud.
That's all for today.
I went the wrong way. Always supposed to go this way.
Where's Rufus?
I couldn't finish him off. Something tells me he's going to be a real problem for us.
I'll go first. Son of a... The have us completely surrounded. On my own, it'd be nothing. What about you guys?
Leave while you still can. It's not you they're after. It's me.
Not gonna happen. You got caught up in this protecting my league. Now it's my turn. I won't let them. I won't let Shinra do whatever they want anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
Give me a break, Mr. Barrett. That don't sound right at all.
Well then, if you are both through talking, may I suggest we think of a way to escape?
Oh yeah. You're too damn cold for my liking, just like someone else I know.
Is something troubling you?
Not a thing. So what we gonna do?
Barrett!
Tifa, what about Cloud?
Everyone, over here!
No? What up? Where's Cloud?
I'll explain later. Hurry! We have to hurry. All right.
Where to?
Better be the hell out of here.
That's it? Come on!
Tifa, follow me.
Move your ass, Fred. Shut up! Seriously, Tifa?
Let's mosey.
What about this?
Feels a little weird with the mods. Not used to this being 60 FPS. Got hair trigger movement. But maybe I'm just used to rebirth. With the opposite, very not hair trigger movement. I'm sucking bad at this. Of course, this is a regular boss in OG. It's not fought on the bike like it is in Remake. But yeah, modding has come a long way, especially with the remakes. It's really ignited a modding scene for the OG. And people are replaying it with the mods because it's obviously, like you said, a very different game almost.
Well, now what do we do?
Sephiroth is alive. I have to settle the score.
And that'll save the planet.
Maybe.
Right. I'm going with you.
Me too. There are things I need to know.
About the ancients?
Many things.
I guess it's goodbye, Midgar. Our journey starts here.
It's dangerous.
I'll be alright if you keep your promise.
Now that I think about it, this will be the first time I've ever left Midgar. A little. No, maybe a lot. But I've got my jack of all trades, right?
I love both of them are like, we'll be fine as long as you're here, Cloud.
Okay. Let's go.
From here on, we need a leader for our journey. Of course, that could only be me.
I don't know.
I think it has to be Cloud.
All right. There's a town called Kalm northeast of here. We'll meet up there. But the 5 of us can't just stroll around the plains together. It's too dangerous. We should split into 2 groups.
Barrett and Tifa, obviously. I bench 1 and bench 2.
Saving on the world map. On the world map, access the menu.
Yeah, I don't need instructions. First time getting to the remastered world map. These mods are supposed to be like outright ridiculous with the upscale textures, increased view distance. How do I zoom out though? There's supposed to be controls that lets you like... Yeah, there we go. Increased map zoom. Oh, Kalm is right over there. Yeah. I don't need to be zoomed out that far. That's a little excessive. What's interesting is the world map's still only rendered at 15 frames per second or whatever. So it's being upsampled to 60 FPS, but like that waterfall obviously is not... Well, it's old school animations from the 90s. But yeah, that's Midgar section. Already out of Midgar and in rebirth territory story-wise. Rebirth obviously starts here in Kalm. And obviously the big change in Midgar is no Sephiroth battle, no fighting the Whisperers because we're not fighting the OG's fate. You know, this is the OG.
So, this is Kalm.
Yo, I'll be in here. Don't take too long.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Cloud.
Hey, wouldn't happen to know any juicy gossip, would you?
Let's go play some Queen's Blood. Just kidding.
Thanks to Mako Energy, life's pretty darn convenient. And we owe it all to Shinra.
No way!
But I hate to think of what life be like without it.
You just use some coal or something.
Mako Energy's made things a lot more convenient, but on the other hand, animals and plants have declined rapidly. I think the old ways may have been better. What do you think? Yeah!
It looked like a treasure chest at first. Okay.
Did you say you came from Midgar? I used to live there. I hear they have a lot of trouble these days.
Doggy.
Did you say you... I used to live...
Like I said something about me letting your dog out of the bathroom or whatever you had it locked in? And more of these chests I can't open. I should have actually installed a mod that gives you full 360 maneuvering instead of this 8-directional movement. What's one more mod? It's getting darker. Night and day cycles. It's now 8:14 in the evening.
A suspicious man in a black cloak showed up. He was carrying a mean-looking sword.
Mm-hmm. Peacemaker.
Miles was really immature. So embarrassing that I could just puke.
Yeah, no thank you.
I'm gonna join Soldier when I grow up. I'll train hard every...
Nah, that's okay.
What?
Nothing to join from you.
I heard President Shinra was killed, and his son Rufus badly injured. I bet that's news to you, huh? Just between us, I hear they were both attacked by that whatever it's called.
Midgar, the so-called floating city. Once I'd like to see it with my own eyes.
Well, you could just, you know, look over the hill over yonder. I guess that would require walking like 100 feet.
Thanks to the Shinra...
True that Shinra made those monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either way, we can hardly stand up to them if we're relying on their reactors.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's another day. All's well.
Yep. Keep living by that.
My dad was a miner, but when monsters started appearing at the mithril mine, he lost his job. Now all he does is sit around at the bargaining truck.
There's talk that the land near the Mako reactors has gone dry. That's why I think it's a good idea to have your energy supplied from the outside, like we do in this town.
Items? I've got them all. Look.
Yep. Don't have them all. Anything useful here?
I'm sorry. Our supplier had some. If you head that way, be sure to avoid the forest. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't really need to buy any of these, to be honest.
Welcome to the weapon store. We've got...
I probably gotta buy stuff here. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I don't need those. Never mind. Okay, that mod does work. It shows that I equipped a different sword. No longer showing the Buster Sword on its back, it's showing a new one.
Hello, sir. Are you Cloud? Your companions are waiting for you upstairs. It's 20 gil a night. Will you be staying?
Yes, but I'm gonna take a quick AFK real quick first. Okay, we are back. Sorry for that. I keep forgetting to edit this. Sleep for how long? Oh, it doesn't really matter. 1 hour is fine. That wasn't what I was required to do. Huh. I gotta go up here. Flashback time.
Cloud, you're late.
Sorry, I took a nap on the floor downstairs.
Way to go, not taking too long.
Sorry. Looks like I kept you all waiting.
That's everyone.
So, your story? Sephiroth, the crisis facing the planet. Let's hear it.
I wanted to be like Sephiroth. So I joined Soldier. After working with him on several missions, we got to know each other.
You were friends?
I'm not sure. I mean, he was older than me, and didn't really talk about himself. We were more like comrades, I guess. We trusted each other. Until... Soldier's main duty after the war was dealing with those who opposed Shinra. It was 5 years ago. I was 16. Sure is raining hard. Hey, how are you doing?
I'll be alright.
I guess I've been lucky. I've never had motion sickness. Are you ready?
Hey. Settle down.
They gave me new materia. I can't wait to try it.
Just like a child.
Are you going to brief us on the mission?
This time, our orders are far from typical.
Good.
Why do you say that?
I joined Soldier so I could be like you, but by the time I made first class, the war was over. If I want to be a hero, I need to be a part of something big. What about you? Hero, how do you feel about this mission?
I thought you wanted a briefing. Our orders are to investigate a deteriorated Mako reactor, which is behaving abnormally. There's also been an outbreak of brutal monsters in the area. Once we're finished with them, we can identify the problem at the reactor and neutralize it.
Brutal monsters? Where?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I'm from.
Is that so? Hometown.
Sir! Some crazy-looking creature just jumped out at us!
That would be one of our monsters.
Sephiroth's strength was unreal. He was far stronger in reality than any of the stories you hear.
Even when compared to other soldiers, like you?
Yeah. I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim.
How does it feel? It's been a while since you were back in your hometown, right? So, how does it feel? I wouldn't know. I don't have a hometown.
Then where are your parents?
My mother's name was Genova. She died giving birth to me. My father... What am I saying? Now, move out.
Okay.
Psst. You'll get in trouble if you keep wandering around.
Lookout is so boring.
Shall we practice?
Practice? Oh, the pose! I guess in Soldier, you're always worrying about your image, aren't you? How did it go? Like this?
You've gotten a lot better.
I'm glad I'm not in Soldier.
I think the one on the left is Cloud, but I don't remember which one for certain. Just based on the interaction, because Zack did interact with Soldier Cloud. In that friendly mannerism.
It smells of Mako.
Yo, hang on. That's it, ain't it? What's Sephiroth said? His mother's name. Genova, I remember. That damn headless freak in the Shinra Building.
That's right.
Hold on, Barrett. Let's hear Cloud's story first. You can ask questions later.
Come on, Tifa.
Okay, Cloud, carry on.
The childhood friends reunite.
Tifa really surprised me. The village was deserted. I guess the people had shut themselves in their homes because of the monsters. No. Maybe they were afraid of us.
We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early tonight. Since we only need one lookout, the rest of you can take a break. Oh, that's right. You may visit your family and friends.
Now it's worth noting that without the mod, it's broad daylight even though you technically arrived in the evening. That's why you had to rest till dawn, because you couldn't go out to the reactor in the middle of the night. And the night and day cycle mod improves the immersion so that it's actually nighttime when you arrived, like the story suggests that it should be.
I'm so nervous. You just never know when a monster might show up.
I heard the great Sephiroth was coming, so I brought my camera. I want a shot of him with a monster.
Get back in your house. It's dangerous.
Fine. Ass. Huh? Isn't that you? Are you Cloud? Really? That you? Gosh, Cloud, you really made something of yourself. Okay. How arrogant. You're just Sephiroth's backup.
Beautiful home.
You're with Shinra? Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, it's you, Cloud. I didn't recognize you.
Shinra? Shinra? Soldier? Are you gonna beat the monsters? Beat monsters?
That interaction was moved to a different building in Rebirth. I gotta start saying Rebirth because we're already in Rebirth territory. The child repeating after the other child. I think they moved that to the item shop or something like that. Nothing up here. Okay, day and night mod can perfectly change the time of day because obviously sunlight's coming in the middle of the night from the doorway.
Did you go into my house?
I thought you might be home.
Damn straight I came in here. I just steal your shit.
Cloud, did you go into my room too? Did you play my piano?
Yeah. Now how did it go? Oh.
Not as thorough as a Rebirth. And I fucked up a couple of notes too because, well... Obtain frilly panties.
Cloud, is that true? Cloud, we're talking about something really important here.
Yeah, no, it is very important.
This is my house. It has nothing to do with the incident 5 years ago.
Hang on. I want to hear it.
Yeah, me too. It had been a long time, right?
Tell us more. You saw your family, yeah?
You say family, but my father died when I was young. That's why my mom lived here alone. Yeah, I saw my mom. She was so full of energy. Hadn't changed at all. And then, a few days later, she was dead. But when I last saw her, she looked better than ever.
Yes? Welcome home, Cloud.
Hi, Mom.
Come. Let your mom take a good look at you. You look so charming. This is a soldier uniform?
Mom, listen, I...
Never made it in the soldier.
My, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls never leave you alone.
Not really.
I'm worried about you. The city's full of temptation. Your poor mom would feel a lot better if you settled down with a nice girlfriend.
I'm fine.
You know, if you had an older girlfriend, she'd give you some stability. I think a girl like that would be perfect.
I'm not interested.
Are you eating properly?
I'm fine. The company takes care of me.
Oh? I know you can't cook. I've been worried sick about you. Hey, Cloud. But you see, Cloud. What do you think, Cloud? Remember, I'll always be there for you.
About that.
Let's stop this.
The only real change there is, in Rebirth, and I guess they showed scene in Remake too, in part, is she doesn't say an older woman, just a more assertive woman. I forget the exact word they used, but they didn't use older. They wanted to be, clear that it wasn't about age, it was about maturity. So they improved the verbiage there.
I'm so nervous.
Not me.
Don't blow your chance of becoming a...
Okay, go in here.
Hello, welcome. Hey, aren't you...
Did I go in here? I don't remember.
Now you pissing me off. This don't matter. Get the hell on with it.
Yeah, in the OG, they only let you really go in 2 places. If you start wandering off anywhere else,
Huh? Ah, are you from Shinra? You act big for someone who's green.
This mansion is... No, I'll come to this later.
well, time of day is changing. They're running around quite a bit. I don't think Klaus stayed up all night. I think he went to the inn and slept at some point. Zangen!
I'm Zangen. I travel around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. In this village, a girl named Tifa is my student.
Did you say Tifa?
Oh, Tifa is very perceptive. She'll be a powerful fighter. I want you to show me some Shinra techniques. If I see anything useful, I might just incorporate it into the Zangen style. Show me your best moves. I want you to show.
Nope.
If I.
Okay. Yeah, the whole thing with Cloud going, yeah, right, and Tifa getting pissed at him was only added in Rebirth.
What are you looking at?
This scenery. It feels familiar somehow. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep.
Yeah.
I've hired a guy to take us to the Mako reactor. I'm told that she's young. I hope we can rely on her.
I wonder if he'll let me take a picture.
If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have banned hiking.
Her father.
If I knew this was...
Late again.
I was so nervous, I couldn't get any sleep.
Once the guide gets here, we're heading out.
Listen to me, Sephiroth. If something happens to her...
Calm down.
I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 strong men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you.
Tifa? You're the guide?
That's right. It just so happens I'm the #1 guide in the village.
But it's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved.
Then you can protect her. Very well. Let's go.
Mr. Sephiroth, a picture as a memento? Tifa, ask Cloud for me too. Cheese. Great, thanks. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed.
Just run it over to Kinko's. It is the 90s, right?
A Mako reactor was built inside Mount Nibel. The cold mountain air was just as I remembered it.
And this is going to be very different from Rebirth, you know. Rebirth just made this area much bigger with credits rolling and all kinds of beauty, and this is like, oh, you've already reached the bridge.
Okay, from here on it gets a lot tougher. Keep up. The bridge!
Got you!
Cloud!
Hang on!
Seems we're all right. Can we make it back?
The caves around here are intertwined, a bit like an ant farm, so... Oh, and Mr. Sephiroth, one of your men is missing.
It may sound cruel, but we have no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. Stick close together.
This part you don't really get an action op as Cloud. Sephiroth basically kills everything. Because obviously in the OG, you've already been playing the game for a while. Well, in Rebirth, they're like, oh, let's shove tutorials here. So they actually make you fight as Cloud quite a bit more. You get the hang of combat again, which makes sense. This you can basically AFK. Whatever you tell Cloud to do, he's not gonna do.
What's this?
This cave has a strange color, doesn't it?
It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why a reactor was built here.
I'll probably turn random encounters off in a minute here.
Shatter.
The idea has already been sent. Sephiroth strong, Cloud weak at this point. Okay, let's see. Press this and this. Counter is disabled.
What's this?
A Mako spring. It's said to be a miracle of nature.
Despite its great beauty? It too will disappear if the reactor continues to suck up the Mako energy.
That's materia. When Mako energy is condensed, materias like this one may form. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state.
Now that you mention it, why is it that when we equip materia we can also use magic?
You're a soldier and didn't know that? The knowledge of the ancients is sealed inside materia. The knowledge to manipulate the power of the land. It connects us to the planet and calls forth magic. Or so they say.
Magic. A mysterious power. Did I say something funny?
A man once told me to never use unscientific terms like mysterious power. He said that it shouldn't even be called magic. I just remembered how angry he was, that's all.
Who was it?
Hojo of Shinra. An inexperienced man who inherited the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes.
A Mako spring. So, the knowledge of the ancients resides here.
Mm-hmm. If we had a special device that Chadley gives us, we can scan that knowledge. But there is no Chadley in OG. And we're at the reactor already.
We've made it. That sure was the long way around, though.
Tifa, you wait here.
I'm going inside, too. I want to see.
It's off limits to civilians. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets.
But...
Take care of the young lady.
Man! Better take real good care of me then.
Left Cloud outside with Tifa. No vacuum puzzles, thank goodness. Oh, we're already in the room at the end of the reactor. Boy, that was a hard reactor level.
Genova. What's that? Is it locked?
Here's the reason for the malfunction. This is broken. Cloud, close the valve.
Mm-hmm. This time the valve was on the machine, not outside in the hallway.
Why did it break? I see, Hojo. But you're still no match for Professor Gast. This system condenses and then freezes Mako energy. At least, it did originally. Now, what happens to Mako energy when it is further condensed?
Oh yeah. It can become materia.
Right, normally. But Hojo put something in there. Take a look.
I don't think Rebirth even mentioned Professor Gast. I think they kind of like toned down mentioning his name in Rebirth to save that for a Part 3 reveal.
Look.
What is that?
Normal members of Soldier, like you, have been bathed in Mako. You're different from normal people, but still human. However, what about these? They've been exposed to far higher concentrations of Mako than you.
So these are the monsters?
Yes, and it was Hojo of Shinra who produced these monsters. Grotesque life forms created by Mako energy. That's the reality of it.
Normal members of Soldier? You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth!
No, it's not possible. Was I? Was I created the same way?
Sephiroth?
Am I no different to these monsters? You saw them. All of them. They're human.
Human? No way!
Ever since I was a child, I felt different from the rest. Special somehow. But not like this.
Am I no different? I didn't understand the words at the time. More than anything, I was shocked that Shinra had been creating monsters.
Oh, Shinra! The more I hear it, the more I hate it.
Who would have believed that the Mako reactor held a secret like that?
Is this the reason for the increase in monsters over the past few years? I think we should listen to Cloud's story more carefully from here on. Isn't that so, Barrett?
What are you asking me for?
Yes, I should take a break and save progress just because, again...
Yeah, I guess so. Let's take a breather.
Yep, save. I want to crash and go backwards again. You know, it's important to save frequently.
Tifa, did you wait outside the whole time?
Yeah.
We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself to the inn. He wouldn't talk to anyone.
And then he just disappeared.
We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim.
The villagers called it the Shinra Mansion. It had been unoccupied for as long as I could remember.
We hadn't even been born the last time it was used. People from Shinra lived there a long time ago.
No elevator to go into the basement. There is no lab downstairs. Instead, it has an upstairs. But they had to expand the Shinra Mansion to give Kate Sith an awful level in Rebirth. I didn't even realize there was a door here. Oops. I know where I'm supposed to go. I'm just going everywhere else first. Can't open the safe from the flashback. It has to be present day.
There's no sign of Mr. Sephiroth, but I know I saw him go into that room.
If you have the assist markers on, they tell you where it is. Granted, it's kind of obvious anyway. The janky stairs that go in the basement in the OG, not an elevator. Hi, Vincent. I'll see you in a few years.
A seemingly dead organism was found in a 2,000-year-old stratum. Professor Gast named the organism Genova. Year 1977. Genova is confirmed an ancient. Between 1977 to 1986, Genova Project authorized, and Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. My mother's name is Genova. Genova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die?
Again, they changed that dialogue in Rebirth enough to make the gas part of it far more obfuscated. They're saving that for part 3 for sure. I also want to throw this out there too, is I like Tyler as an actor, but his Sephiroth is actually worse than this mod Sephiroth. He makes him a little too monotone, and even these parts where Sephiroth should be emotional, he's not emotional enough. Like in the Reactor, the mod's voice actor was actually pretty good, but in the Reactor and Rebirth, Sephiroth was still just as monotone as he normally is. Like, I think the monotone, emotionless Sephiroth is fine. Like in Evil Sephiroth, but like in the flashback Sephiroth, he was still talking like an evil man when he shouldn't be talking like that yet. He should be more grounded, more emotional. And when he has all these reveals from the books and in the Reactor, very emotional. And Tyler just doesn't really nail that emotion very strongly in Rebirth. Like the official voice acting, it's kind of just... He only gave it a little bit of emotional depth when it deserved more. The rest of the scenes with Sephiroth, the non-emotional ones are fine because he's not supposed to be emotional. He's supposed to be calculating and cold, and that's okay for that monotone voice to have that. But in these scenes, I prefer Sephiroth to show the emotion because he hasn't become cold and calculating yet. Not till after he loses his mind here.
I wish to be alone. I wish to be alone.
Thereafter, Sephiroth confined himself to the mansion. He continued to read as if possessed, and not once did the light in the basement go out.
Wish I could read that fast. And see, in the OG, Cloud slept in the mansion, so he would know Sephiroth was down there all night. In Rebirth, they actually have him go back to the town, yet somehow he still knows what Sephiroth did all night, even though he wasn't in the mansion. I feel like for continuity's sake, it actually makes more sense that Cloud stayed in the mansion and kept an eye on him all night.
Who's there? Loathsome traitor.
Traitor?
You ignorant traitor. I will explain it to you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra, a race of nomads. They would travel, unlock the planet, and then move on. At the end of their long, harsh journey, they would find the Promised Land and supreme happiness. However, some began to dislike traveling. They built dwellings and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had bestowed upon them, and gave back not one whit in return. Those are your ancestors.
Sephiroth.
Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors fled in all directions. They survived because they hid. The crisis was averted because the Cetra sacrificed themselves. After that, your ancestors continue to spread out and multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra are these reports.
What does this have to do with you?
Don't you see? A 2,000-year-old ancient named Genova was found in a layer of ice, which led to the Genova Project. The Genova Project intended to create humans with the abilities of the ancients. That is, the Cetra. I was the one created.
Created?
Yes, Professor Gast, leader of the Genova Project and genius scientist, created me.
How did he? Sephiroth?
Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother.
For the most part, that was the same in Rebirth. Minus, again, they kind of scrubbed Gast from it. Of course, neither the OG or Rebirth really explain, once Sephiroth learns the truth that Genova is actually the calamity that struck the planet, is actually the disaster and not an ancient, why he stays aligned with her. But maybe he's just too far gone at that point. Because at this point he thinks he's an ancient. He thinks Genova's an ancient. But at a point, even in Rebirth, they show he knows. By the time he gets to the Temple of the Ancients, he knows Genova's not an ancient. She's the calamity that the ancients died to. So, by that point, he's aligned with the calamity, not the ancients.
No, it's you. You're still sane, right? Then come over here and give me a hand. I'll check this house. You take the one over there.
You run to Zhang in Rebirth, but like further close to the mansion, and you don't interact with him here.
Sephiroth.
Now, one major change in Rebirth is when you interact with the soldier, he doesn't say Sephiroth, he starts to say Mom and then cuts out because he's interrupted by Fake Cloud.
Terrible. Sephiroth. This is beyond cruel.
That's a bug they should probably fix. The night and day mod is actually making the cinematics dim when they play at nighttime. Now, I think that scene was definitely done much better in Rebirth, because they show Sephiroth's cruelty at this point much better. How he's attacking them mercilessly and stuff. And also, Rebirth actually makes it clear, like, they make it a lot more obvious that soldier is Cloud in Rebirth. They don't make it obvious why Cloud thinks he's Zack, and that's pretty good too. They'll explain it in part 3, I'm sure.
Dad! It was Sephiroth. Sephiroth did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldier. Mako reactors. Shinra. All of them! I hate them all!
Now, the Tifa voice actor is probably the closest one they have to matching Remake and Rebirth. She does a fantastic job matching both the quality of the acting and the actual sound. And of course she picks up Masamune and runs in there. The sword they just told us 3 hours ago can't be wielded by anyone but Sephiroth. But like I said, for continuity's sake, I think they took that reference out of Rebirth and Remake to fix that mistake.
Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open the door.
How could you do that to my dad? How could you do that to everyone in the village? When I'm in a bind, you said you'd come. You promised me. When I...
Just a repeat.
Mother, let's take back the planet. I have a great idea. We'll head to the Promised Land.
Sephiroth. My family. My hometown. How could you?
Here they are again, Mother. With your superior abilities, knowledge, and magic, you were destined to rule the world. But they... those worthless creatures are stealing the planet from Mother. But now, I'm here with you, so don't worry.
What are you going to do about this grief? My family, my friends, having my hometown taken from me. It's the same as your sorrow!
My sorrow? What do I have to be sorrowful about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to rule this world. I was given life in order to take this planet back from imbeciles like you, to reclaim it for the Cetra. What, then, should I be sad about?
Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, not anymore. You're not the Sephiroth I used to know! Sephiroth!
And that's the end of my story.
Wait a damn minute! What happened next?
I don't remember.
What happened to Sephiroth?
Considering the sheer strength he possessed, it's unlikely I defeated him.
Sephiroth has been declared dead in the public records. I read it in the newspaper.
The Shinra Company is in charge of the media, so you can't rely on that.
I need to be sure. But what happened back then? I went up against Sephiroth and survived. Why didn't he kill me?
I'm alive too.
What about Jenova? A lot of this doesn't fit. It was in the Shinra Building, right?
Yeah. Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar.
Did someone come and take it? It's not in the Shinra Building anymore.
Sephiroth?
I don't get none of this. I'm going. Gone. I'll leave the thinking to you. Yo, Cloud, come on, get ready.
Be right there.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Cloud? How bad was I after Sephiroth sliced me?
I thought you were a goner. It was awful.
The Ancients, the Cetra, Jenova, Sephiroth and me.
Let's go. Barrett's waiting.
What a fascinating story.
It's interesting. I didn't remember that, but Tifa is the one that said the media thing, and then Aerith is like, you can't believe the media. But in Rebirth, they made Aerith the one that talks about the media, and then Barrett calls her an idiot by mistake, and she gets offended. So they changed the interaction a little bit.
Cloud, take this.
Here's a cell phone that you can contact your allies in. But in Rebirth, even though everyone else has a cell phone, you see the Turks answer their fancy Shinra cell phones all the time. You got no communication device at all in Rebirth. But the OG era, you see, she had a cellular plan. She was smarter than Beagle Universe Aerith.
Changing party member.
With the PHS, it's easy for us to stay in contact.
Well, we'll be going now.
I should get a fresh save out.
Hey, listen to this. Some guy in a black cloak headed east towards the Grasslands, carrying this killer sword with him. He looked pretty scary.
And there's the breadcrumb that says, go to the Grasslands. Fresh save. And I'll leave off there on this YouTube episode. I want to split it up into smaller segments after learning from Rebirth that 9-hour videos aren't as popular. Plus, it's easier to break this one down into chapters, too. Since I actually know where to cut it off at. You know, in Rebirth, since it was the first blind playthrough, I didn't quite optimize the cutoffs very well. This is a good cutoff here. It's a good story beat to stop on. But it's interesting to compare the OG to Rebirth, plus they have all these fancy mods to make it look a lot more presentable, because let's be honest, people don't want to watch this on a stream when it looks like it was made in 1997. These mods make it look like it was modernized quite a bit. And the voice acting helps a ton, because then I don't have to read it to you, which definitely makes it more immersive. To have actual, pretty decent quality voice acting. But yeah, story-wise, it's pretty similar, but you see little differences here and there. Well, there's big differences that I don't really talk about much, but for the most part, the main plot is about the same at this point, minus the split universe has already happened at this point. Since at this point, Rebirth has broken the timeline, plot ghosts, and forked into a Beagle universe. And a Terrier universe, where Zack is. There's no idea, we don't know what this universe is besides OG. Since there is no stamp here to give it a stamp reference. But it'll be interesting how it all turns out. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video off here, and then I'll probably take a break on stream and start the next video right away. But see you on the next one, YouTube.